So, what's the best way to wrap up a week of vacation Bible school?
Go on a retreat.
To Steubenville, of course. Yay! And we have arrived. So, let's get started. So, we just wrapped up the first day of Steubenville, and so here's my initial thoughts. 1, I'm tired. 2, I'm already securing my tickets for next year. My excitement aside, I don't really want to focus on the actual substance of like the topic for this year and how that was applied over this week just yet, all the lessons, all the talks. I wanted to wait until the very end of the conference to give my opinions on that, possibly in a post-conference review video or discussion of how it impacted me, what I got out of it. I just wanted to wait for everything to come together before I comment on that. So, that aside, I do want to talk a little bit about just the idea of the conference itself. And the biggest thing is, I think I'm starting to understand the idea of the church militant a little better because of this. For those of you who don't understand the terminology, the church teaches that it is broken up into 3 major parts. The church triumphant, which is in heaven, the church suffering, which is in purgatory, and finally, the church militant, which is here fighting on earth. As I've talked about previously, the church is in a constant state of warfare against evil. So that's where this name is applied. And at this conference, when you have 2,500 Catholic youth, young adults who are on fire for their faith and very, very passionate about it, where just saying a simple Hail Mary or making the sign of the cross causes an entire conference room full of thousands of people to fall silent. It's very awe-inspiring. And so that really helps me to understand this idea of the church militant better. That's one of the first times I've really been able to see it in action. Is here in America, at least, I haven't really seen that much. I haven't really felt the idea of the church being militant here in America. But at this conference, for the first time, I started getting the idea of, okay, we can do this. We can actually make some ground on all of these fronts the church is fighting on right now in this country. And that's a topic I'll be going into in another series of videos coming up soon. But just overall, so far I've really seen the church militant come to life at this conference. Alright, starting day 2, guys. It's gonna be fun. First seats today. First one's in, so we've got some pretty good views. This is gonna be great. Real quick, I want to show everyone probably one of my favorite parts of Steubenville so far. The marketplace. This place is absolutely amazing. It's my favorite. I've gotten like 3 t-shirts and a wristband already. I really like it. That's really all there is to say on the matter. I'm supposed to say I've been nerding out in this place basically all weekend. Alright, hi guys. So we just finished up day 2, and I've got a couple of funny things to announce. Firstly, the Ave group, my church group, is now officially the leaders of the Worship Rebellion. So in the middle of Eucharistic adoration, there was a bit of a moment of silence after the band had stopped playing some of their songs, and we decided to just start singing Sanctuary. And then the rest of the room, with 2,500 plus people, joined in. So they called it the Worship Rebellion, which we are now the leaders of. Anyways, that aside, one of the best things I got out of tonight was the Eucharistic procession. Because I've been to Eucharistic adoration before quite a few times, but this is the first time I've experienced a Eucharistic procession, and it was really amazing getting to see the priest carrying around the host in the chasuble. I'm very tired in case you hadn't noticed. It was really interesting to see. It was really amazing to see the priest carrying around the host in the chasuble. Because just as he went through different parts of the crowd, you could just see these waves of people kneeling as he passed by, and he would stop, and everyone would lift up their hands to reach near the host. And it just kind of reminded me of the real presence of the Eucharist, honestly, how amazing that is and how significant it is that I could really see Christ present in the Eucharist tonight at this Eucharistic procession. So I thought that was really cool. Anyways, I'll see you guys either in the morning or for a recap video of sorts. Anyways, everything's all finished up. The Steubenville conference is finished, and we are on the bus back home to Abe.
Yeah!
Woo!
Hello, everyone. I'm back. And wow, was that conference amazing. It honestly took me a few days to figure out what I wanted to say, but after a little reflection, I think my experiences have become a lot clearer. Over my years as a Catholic, not a lot of time, I know, I've come to realize something about our faith. The deepest, most fundamental, most awe-inspiring truths about Catholicism are right there on the surface for anyone to see. For example, Christ is really present in the Eucharist. But these truths go beyond just head knowledge. We have the grace to not just know the truth, but to see the truth, to understand it in our hearts and our souls, not just our minds, and to see its effects in the world. And that's what my experience at Steubenville was like. The theme for the weekend, as you probably noticed, was thirst. Thirsting for truth, thirsting for righteousness, thirsting for joy and love, and ultimately, thirsting for God. And the speakers didn't just talk about thirst, they made sure we could feel it and know it with that deeper understanding I was talking about. But it wasn't primarily the speakers that affected me. To see the sacraments celebrated with thousands, to see a massive crowd adoring the Eucharist, and to be a part of that? As I mentioned in some of the earlier clips, the truths of our faith came miraculously alive this weekend. It was an awe-inspiring, grace-filled conference. Unfortunately, as a graduated high school senior, this was both my first and last time attending Steubenville. But if you're in high school, or have a child who's high school aged, I can't recommend this program enough. Anyways, ad horam Dei Gloriam. Thank you so much for watching. And if you'd like to see a blooper reel of all of my friends messing around, the link will be in the description.